The saying, "don't count your chickens," comes to mind when I think of the recent Mummy film. Opening with Universal's trademark logo graphic and then turning it on its head to reveal the Dark Universe. Universal had certainly counted their chickens on this movie. Straight up spoilers here guys, and right from the outset I will just say I didn't hate the movie, I didn't like it either though. From the very first scene they break the universe they are in with silly little things that they overlooked. Nick Morton, for instance, this is our lead, our star. He is in the US forces, but also somehow a scavenger of antiquities and sells them on the black market. How is this long-range recon guy able to raid tombs and temples without his higher-ups noticing? Not to mention, where is he selling them? It's not as if there is just a black gazebo in the middle of the desert dubbed the black market. They set their own standards straight away and it isn't a good one. The acting, unfortunately, really is bad. We get overacting, lines that are just horrible, and our main female star serves only to be rescued. What? Some of the effects are great, genuinely. The mummy effects are quite unnerving and Butella does incredibly well as the villain for this movie. She is easily the standout for this, and every time she's on the screen you are engaged and invested. Unfortunately, she's just in the wrong film. Counter to that, Russell Crowe plays Jekyll and Hyde. Laughable. Genuinely laughable. He has the most absurd method of containing Mr. Hyde. He has to load 4 syringes into a form of master syringe before injecting himself in his hand. This man must have lived with this issue for some time. You would have thought he'd have streamlined this process by now. In this world of gods and monsters, you can't honestly expect the audience to believe that this is how he controls his transformation. And as if that isn't bad enough, he forgets where it is. The way they introduce this in the film, this complex method of control, is that Cruise finds it and Mr. Hyde passes comment something along the lines of, "Ah, that's where it is." What? Come on, Universal. Later in the film, we actually see the transformation because, lo and behold, such a complex method of administering this medicine is easily taken from you, and Mr. Hyde comes out. Not some freakish hulking monster, just a cockney geezer. Good one, guys. I'm terrified. So the main story is that the mummy is trying to summon the god of death, Set, into Cruise's body by use of a dagger and a gem. Both were separated, even though we learn that if you simply smash the gem on the floor and break it, well, no god of death and no movie. Good one again. But pushing past that, Cruise does eventually become Set, or does he? Because he's still himself, somehow, and now he can apparently bring people back from the dead. The issue with this is that you have now introduced a universe-breaking element. There are no more consequences to anyone's actions so long as Nick Morton, grave-robbing god of death, likes you. He'll bring you back from the dead, don't you worry. Overall, I was bored, disengaged from the movie, and I was tempted to walk out. This film clearly isn't aimed at anyone who understands stories, as they break theirs the moment they open. I genuinely don't think I was the right target audience, and I'm sure many people enjoyed it for an action flick. I will say this, it's worth watching simply for Butella's performance. She is outstanding, but she's not really in it as much as I'd have hoped, considering it's titled The Mummy. Having said that, I would genuinely be interested in hearing your thoughts on this film if you've seen it. Did any of my points ring true with your own, or do you entirely disagree with me? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments section, and if you did enjoy this video then please consider leaving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more in the future. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comments section.